Let me start it off. Hello YouTube. Alright guys, this part now is going to be on YouTube, right? I'm going to use Nardo as the base for reference because it's easier and it's a base I'm very familiarized with, and it should be easy for everyone to, you know, follow with Nardoragon. It's just easy. Let's see. I'm gonna call it Nardo Sandbox because then I'm gonna do a bunch of different projects the same. Usually that's what I do. You download the latest Nardoragon. In my case here, I have both the expanded items and the base. Previously, on the previous Nardoragon, right? If you wanted the expanded version, you had to download the expanded version. If you wanted just the base, you had to download just the base, and both of them comes with the full Nardoragon. But this time, it doesn't work that way anymore. The expanded items only have the expanded items, so you have to download both of them in order to get the expanded items and the Nardoragon. So first of all, setup or project here, I'm gonna use a couple of things. I like using gesture and emulator so I can test the avatar in Unity before going to VRChat. I rarely ever test my avatar in VRChat, only if it's like a specific issue happening. AudioLink, because I want to test the AudioLink after I'm done with the stuff. With the AudioLink package here, you can test AudioLink in Unity, so you don't have to test it in VRChat. Testing in VRChat AudioLink specifically is for specific maybe worlds, like if you want to check the lighting and stuff. The new Nardoragon uses some just different set of shaders, so it doesn't look dark in any world. To make my avatar quest compatible in an easier way, I will also show that too. I use the VRCFury tools. This is very good. Makes your avatar quest compatible with like 5 to 10 minutes max. Only like if your avatar has a bunch of stuff, it takes a little longer because then you have to try to delete a mesh or two to make it quest compatible. VRCFury, this is ideal for the Nardoragon. If you don't use VRCFury on the Nardoragon, you're gonna be missing out a bunch of features from the new Nardoragon. Definitely use VRCFury. I'm gonna also use the Thry's avatar performance tools. I will show you guys how to do this as well. For the Nardoragon face tracking, you will need this, okay? The polygon face tracking. I will install this. Maybe I will show that too. This doesn't work only for the Nardoragon. There's a Vulper also uses polygon face tracking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add Poiyomi through here. The Poiyomi toon shader. You have a couple of ways you can add Poiyomi. You can either go to the Discord and download the latest Poiyomi, or you can just, to make things easier, make things a little faster for you, you can come here under the packages, add Poiyomi here on the package, Poiyomi VRM repo. You get this link right here, poiyomi.github.io. You add repository, paste here, add. And then you can add the Poiyomi on the list of packages you can add on your project. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. This is all before even opening the project, so it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna be showing how to use the gesture manager, the AudioLink, show a couple of things on VRCFury. Even like if you are trying to add outdated clothing to your Nardoragon, for instance, I'm gonna be showing that too. I'm gonna also show you guys how to prefab. Here we are done with setting up the project. Whose texture should I use to test this out? My own? I use my own texture. I'm gonna be importing the latest 3.1 version of the Nardoragon base and expanded items. So there's two ways you can do the Nardo. Here you can, oh no, actually there's only one way now. You can use the prefab and import the Nardo you like. In my case, my Nardoragon is 5-finger Nardo. The quest 5-finger Nardoragon, you can use this one as well to make your quest version, but I'm gonna be showing today how to do the Nardo without using this one here to do the quest version and still being quest compatible. It's not a quest optimal, but it's compatible nonetheless. Oh, look at these good boys, so cute. Oh. Okay, first what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be replacing the materials. You can either, like, if you have already like your previous stuff from other Nardo or whatever, you can just drag and drop to the material like this. But for instance, my eyes, on the eyes, I won't be able to drag and drop because it's gonna hit the specular here in front of the eyes and it's gonna replace the wrong material. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna open the body and replace the material right here. All right, we come here to the materials and we change the eyes right here like this. So let's import the expanded items as well, because I want to use the hairs, the custom hair, and the antlers. This is how my Nardo goes. Yeah, in my case here, I'm gonna save this scene. Now we got the extended version of the Nardo as well. The expanded items should be under expanded items, and you can just drag and drop the items to your Nardoragon like this. In my case, I'm gonna be using my own material here for the custom here. So we have the Narbo is here. So if I want to test my Nardo, I can already test it. I'm gonna add one more expanded item so you guys can see. I'm gonna add the hoodie. So to test the gesture manager, come here to tools, gesture manager emulator. And we can also test the AudioLink as well too. So if you come here, AudioLink, and add AudioLink prefab to scene, this way you can have AudioLink in your scene, so you can test the AudioLink, and you're gonna see like blink and the song is gonna play. The song might be really loud, so I advise headphone users whenever they play to pay attention on that. All right, you guys can see the AudioLink already playing. Thankfully, the AudioLink is the AudioLink prefab is already very low on my end, as you guys can see right here. Unity is like on 1, so my ears won't bleed. Basically, it emulates the menu of VRChat right here. Look at that. So you can come here, enable the hoodie, and stuff like that. So in my case here, I'm gonna edit a little bit of my hoodie because I like to make my hoodie with the hood down by default. So what you can do, and I like to do that in all my Nardos. This is gonna reflect all the other Nardos you do in this same project. You come here to your hoodie, you're gonna click on edit in prefab, and everything you do here is gonna be reflected on the hoodie, the main prefab that you're gonna be using in all the other Nardos on this same project. So in my case, I like my hoodie to have the hood off on by default, and maybe the hoodie itself to be toggled on by default when I reset the avatar. So you click here on options and put default on to make it default, and then you click here on this back button to save the prefab and all the modifications you did on the VRCFury. And once you play it again, make sure you click on gesture manager before you play. So as you can see now, the hoodie is on when I play, which is like whenever you play the gesture manager here, always get your avatar by default. Now it's gonna come the important part. For now, I'm gonna remove the hoodie. I'm gonna import an asset that the version that I have here is outdated. I'm not sure if he updated or not. I should check it later, but well, the thing is here. So the way that Polycro did this, he made it based off the way you would import things in VRChat back in the day. So if you come here to the Armature, you will have this MD showing at the end of it. So the way I like to do is just renaming all of this MD, all of this off. So right now the bones, they're all the same name. I'm gonna be using VRCFury to Armature link this made dress into the Nardoragon. Again, it's not gonna work one-to-one, but it's gonna work as good as it can. I'm gonna explain a couple of things you have to do on this made dress to work using the advanced settings of the Armature link as well. First, I'm gonna do the toggle because the toggle is easier. Toggle, I'm gonna call it clothes. Clothes, made. The made dress has the panties and the made dress itself. So I go here. I want it to save between worlds, so I can have saved whenever I change worlds. I'm gonna click on add action, object toggle. I'm gonna do it twice because we also want the panties. So panties and made dress. You just drag and drop them over here like this. For the toggles, that's it. That's how you add a toggle on VRCFury. It's that fast. It's so much easier. If for whatever reason, if you're like using a redeem, right, on Twitch that uses OSC, and you want to enable the made dress on VRChat through redeem, you can come here to options, use a global parameter, and then name it made, and then, or made dress, or whatever the name you want. And then you use this name here on your OSC bot. I'm not going to show this right now, but that's how you do it if you want to drive this parameter through OSC. You have to have a global parameter with the name of it. Then you come to add component. Now we're going to add the armature link to link the armature of this made dress to your Nardo. On the debug here, we can already see a couple of things. The skirt ones, right? The floof, because we don't have those anymore. The floof and stuff, they are inside the chest, and the breast as well has the breast root. So they have like their own like root object. So these are not going to work. There's another issue with the new Nardo compared to the old one. The rotation of the bone of the belly is 180 degrees to the back. So if I just added the way it is right now, the belly here would be inside out. It wouldn't be showing, it would be like inside the body. So to prevent that from happening, we're gonna keep the bones offset. This will keep whatever changes you make to the armature of your prefab here intact. So it's not gonna try to adjust the armature of the object, the asset, to the armature of your avatar. It's gonna keep the offsets you made. So like if I, for instance, made the hips bigger and stuff for whatever reason, the downside of this one object here right now, this clothes, is that this clothes are outdated, so it's missing a bunch of blend shapes for muscle, for chubby, and all that stuff that the new Nardo has. You won't be able to use those on the maid dress in this case here. So we're not going to use those, just letting you guys know. I will leave the link mode on auto right now, but it might not work. It might not work. If it doesn't work, then I will show you another option here in the link mode that might make it a little bit easier to fit it. All right, we come here to expressions, close, made. Yeah, it is working. Nice, it is working. Just in case it doesn't work, guys, I will tell you guys anyways, just in case the outfit you're trying to add it doesn't work. Right now they're using skin rewrite, but in case it doesn't work, the one that usually works most of the time is reparent root right here. Either this one or merge as children, one of those two. But leave it auto. If it doesn't work, then you try one of those. What I like to do first, as I said, is first rename all the main things on the armature that the avatar uses. So spine, chest, neck, head. And if there was another like one here that you would find in the armature of your avatar, just rename for the same name. That's how it works. You rename for the same name and it should work. You just add this little Armature link script. And if it doesn't work, then the debug info here will tell you which ones are not the same name. So those bones do not match on the avatar. So they will add as a new children. That's basically what it is. That's it on the VRCFury. There's one more thing, by the way. Let's say you want to use this maid dress on other Nardoragons, right? But this is a new prefab. All of this is new. I'm gonna call this guy maid dress VRCFury. And in order to prefab so you can use in another Nardo, you just drag and drop this to your folder right there and make a new original prefab. There we go. Now it becomes like this, so you have to edit in prefab next time you want to edit. So if you want to have it on by default, for instance, you have to come here and click here and then default on, and just like we talked earlier. And if you want to use in another Nardoragon, you just come here and drag and drop again in another Nardoragon, and it should be all done as you just did on this new Nardo. That's how you prefab an object and you set up the VRCFury on it. It's so simple, it is faster. It would take less time to make the toggle than you would previously. So that's how you do the VRCFury thingy, and you prefab an object. Isn't that nice, guys? Now I'm going to show you guys how to use the Thry performance tools. So your avatar is not 70 megabytes being, I don't know, 40 of them just in textures. Hello, Leggysoft. Hello. In order to use the Thry performance tools, you come here to Thry, Avatar, VRAM. And then it opens this little window right here. You're going to drag and drop your avatar here to this input, and it's going to load everything that is on the avatar. Like it's going to show like my avatar currently has 117 megabytes. That's because most of my texture is not compressed and it's on full size. So we're gonna check that. You can see here, out of just textures, my avatar has 94 megabytes in texture, and it's gonna tell me everything that is heavy right now. Metallic and roughness maps, guys. Metallic and roughness maps, if you have both of those, don't leave it 4K uncompressed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Usually I put them 1K with 100% compressed quality like this. It's not gonna change much on the quality of whatever it's being metallic, using the metallic mask or the roughness map. Base color 4K uncompressed. Nuh-uh. I usually do 2K compressed, fully compressed 100%. Look at that. 306. Basically, no changes on the quality. Of course, it's just black and white, which makes the compression works much better in that case. I combine metallic and roughness and single metallic. Yes, that's usually how you do it. The Poiyomi does that for you if you don't know how to do it. You can come here to the new Poiyomi and do it yourself. This one doesn't have a roughness map, so I don't need to do it, but if you had both, Poiyomi can do it for you. My MISC is definitely not heavy. It says 5 megabytes here. That's not true. For some reason it's picking up the values before the conversion. I don't know why. So it still says my thing here is very heavy for whatever reason. I'm gonna do like this just so it updates, because I feel like it's getting a wrong meta file or whatever it is happening. If I know Poiyomi keeps the map separate, no, it doesn't do that. It combines now. It combines into a single one and then it discards the other ones. But if you do change them, so basically they combine into a single map now, right? And if you confirm the merge and lock the Poiyomi into optimized shader, it's all good. But if you change one of the metallic of the roughness and you unlock the shader, you have to merge again. Otherwise it just breaks and then it doesn't work. And every time you lock, you see your avatar like all glossy. It means that the merge didn't happen. So you have to just confirm the merge again. If you change metallic or roughness map while it's unlocked, then you have to confirm the merge again. Yeah, this new feature, Tom, has been in Poiyomi since the Poiyomi 8. It is a new feature and it's much better than the one previously. They had like 2 different reflection specular. For whatever reason they discarded one. Now they only have combine one. I can actually show you guys. Let me show you guys. It's actually interesting. Right here under the Poiyomi, this one is Poiyomi 8, I believe. Yeah, Poiyomi 9, the most recent version. If I unlock here the shader, you guys will see right here under reflection and specular, it is already packed. But let's say I want to redo that, right? I want to redo those maps. There. So basically how it works, you just come here, smoothness. If you have the metallic, you can come here and confirm merge. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna do it like this. And then you confirm merge and it makes the map. Once you lock it, it's locked. But if you change this again, notice it's inverted because here's smoothness instead of roughness, so it's the other way around. But if you change this again right here, you will have to confirm the merge again. If you see like your avatar like really glossy, that's how it works. And to make your avatar compatible to quest in less than 10 minutes, that's a really fun one. So you come here to your avatar, right? You have VRC quest tools installed. I'm not going to use the atlas and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that right now. We can do that on some other time. There's like a tutorial by Julian Winterpaul showing how to do that. Quest Nardo that is here is basically that. I'm not going to be doing this on this one. You come here to your VRC, you come here to your tools, VRC quest tools, convert avatar for Android. And then begin converter settings. You got to upload the PC version first before the Android so it synchronizes them, okay? Just that's it. This is your avatar settings. The avatar dynamic settings, avatar dynamics, fizzbones and contents, that way too much of them. So we're gonna come here to remove them. Usually what I like to keep on my Nardoragon is the tongue fizzbones, tail, ears, and toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess you can add the fluff back if you want the breasts too, if you're gonna make your avatar female. The skirt is gonna be static, doesn't need all this fizzbones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. All right, everything else here seems fine. So I'm gonna apply and convert. In the case of the Nardoragon, there's one blend shape I use after I convert, and that's it. Previously, on the previous Nardo, I had to literally take it to Blender and remove this forcefully. Before they released the particle shader on VRChat, then I stopped doing it. So basically, we come into the body. This is the quest version. We come into the body, blend shapes. There's a hide option right down here. Hide spec eyes. You can even come to the body here and literally remove this last element, which is the specular, and boom, you're done. You're done. And this is the quest version. It's gonna upload as a quest version. I'm not gonna do it right now because I have to log in and everything. Yeah, but that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. That's the video. That's the video. I'm gonna cut all this part, somehow edit it all together and try to make it into a YouTube video somehow.